the tackle out of Oregon, the guy who in 2019 was the unanimous All-American and the winner of the Outland and Morris trophies. Will they take the man who joins us right here on the Rich Eisen Show, Penei Sewell? Good to see you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me on here. It's an honor.
It's a pleasure it's a pleasure to have you here on the program. I'm not just saying this because you're here joining us right now. But Carson Palmer says he hopes that you're the one that the Cincinnati Bengals take. What is your sense of what the Bengals might do with this pick, Penny?
I'm in no position to be like, this is what's going to happen. But to hear Carson say that, it's a huge honor. And, again, shout out to him for trusting in me and for me to be the pick. But whatever it is, if the Bengals pick me, just know that I'm going to give my all, my heart and soul to that organization and to help keep Joe Burrow clean as much as I can. So if they pick me, it's green and it's a goal light. But if they don't, it's not the end of the world.
Of course not. No, that's for sure. But what conversations have you had with the Cincinnati Bengals to this point?
Just a normal calls, a normal conversation, them trying to pick at my brain and my knowledge of the game and what my strengths and weaknesses are and what I need to work on. So it's just normal conversations going on back and forth.
Who have you spoken to? Have you had any conversations, Zoom or otherwise, with Mike Brown, the guy at the top of the flow chart there?
Not personally, but we've had a call where he's sitting in there, whether I'm talking to Coach Polak or any one of the coaches on the coaching staff. But he's been in the room, but little conversation here and there, not too much.
Who else have you spoken to? Drop some names if you don't mind. Who have you chatted with?
On the Bengal organization?
No, just in all of them. How many teams have you spoken to so far?
Quite a many, probably like 29 teams.
29? Jeez, so you've spoken to pretty much everybody in the National Football League.
Whether it was Zoom calls or just regular phone calls, yeah.
Okay. So what are they asking you? What's the craziest question you were asked? Give me that one. Give me that one. What's the wildest one?
Craziest one was, it's not that bad, but it's if I had $400 to my name stuck in the area, what do I do with no internet access and no cell phone?
What? So
yeah, that's probably the craziest one I've had.
So you were asked, you don't have cell phone, you don't have internet access, and you have only $400. What would you do with it?
Like, what would you do in a situation like that? And I was like, that's enough for me to go find some internet access or like computer access and give me a one-way flight back to home.
Or I'd call an Uber to get the hell out of this conversation, which you can't say, you know.
I think it was a conversation to catch me off guard, knock me off my, game a little bit, but it's not that bad.
Penei Sewell here on the Rich Eisen Show. What is your Uber rating? Do you know what that is right now? That's a measurable. That's a measurable. What do you got for me? Do you know what that is?
4-star.
What'd you say?
4-star.
That just your 4 stars? That's what you got? Okay. So
I mean, I don't really tap into Uber like that, but yeah.
Okay. So because I imagine you've got to order. You can't just get a sedan either. You got to get some sort of.
Yeah, no, it's got to be a big Tahoe, some sort.
How did you get to Oregon? How did you find your way to the University of Oregon, Penei?
Coach Cristobal hit me up during the recruiting process, and also Coach Joe Salavea there. Joe Salavea, we have family ties. He's close to like another uncle to me. So him and my father grew up on the island together, literally neighbors. So we had that connection, and he connected us to Coach Cristobal right then and there. The moment we had our first conversation, we just hit it off. It was in Utah at an all-poly camp. It was a padded camp, so he was coaching there, and our relationship grew from there.
What was your decision-making process about COVID-19 and sitting out because of it? Walk me through that.
Yeah. Ultimately, what came down to my decision to opt out was when the Pac-12 canceled their season the first time. And the moment that happened, I didn't know what was going to happen, all the uncertainty in the air, whether they was going to bring it back, when they're going to bring it back. And so with all that being said, I was weighing my options and kind of seeing what's on the table. And then right then and there, I just decided to opt out and really work towards the NFL.
Is that what has that been asked of you in those 29 Zooms or conversations with the NFL? Sort of kick the tires on your thought process and your desire to play, even though I don't think that's a window into any of that. But sometimes NFL teams might not be very well rounded in their thoughts. Penei.
Yeah, definitely that question was asked, obviously, what my decision factors was leading into opting out. But not all the teams, but maybe one or two tried to knock me off by saying something like that, whether my passion of the game is there and kind of question my love for the game. But again, I tell them every time it's a no-brainer for me. It's a way of life, the way I grew up. And, if I want to go in my background and story about all that, I can.
And, here's a red flag for me, if you don't mind me pointing this out, Penei, is that in 1,376 snaps at Oregon, you gave up one sack. What the hell happened on that one snap? Penei. What happened?
If I recall correctly.
I'm sure you do.
If it's the one sack that I gave up, it was against USC, and I try to knock his hands down. It was a D tackle. I come inside to help Shane. And, I thought I had him, knocked his hands down and try to ride him back. But as I was riding back, Herb was right there, so he got the sack.
So should we blame it on Herbert? Is that what you're saying?
No, we're not blaming it on Herbert.
What's he doing there? He should have gotten out.
I apologized straight to Herb right after that play. I went up to Herb and told him, man, that's on me. I'm going to do better. And from there on out, that was the only one.
Only sack. I mean, does that bother you? You could have had a clean sheet otherwise. Literally gotten out of college with a clean sheet. That one sack. It's got to piss you off a little bit.
Definitely, if I had it back, would fix some things. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I learned from it, and from there on, it was a clean slate.
Hey, there is one mock draft, and we, what you could do with mock drafts, pretty much that, and the old bus ticket can get you on a bus. So that said, I did see one where, for whatever reason, due to quarterbacks being pushed up and taken, and then everybody gets pushed down, wide receivers and things of that nature. I believe it was Todd McShay of ESPN who had you falling all the way to the Los Angeles Chargers for you to protect Justin Herbert. That, I imagine, obviously would be a longer night than you certainly hope for the first round. But how special was Justin Herbert? First, up close and personal for you, and that you knew about him before he became so phenomenal as a rookie in the NFL last year.
Yeah. Man, the moment I stepped on the campus and you could really feel his presence around you. Like, I didn't even know him, but the moment I was in the team theater room for the first time and he walks through that door, it's just Justin Herbert's in the room. So from right then and there, he always had a big impression from me. And the moment we stepped on the practice field, the throws he was making were incredible. I'm just like, and the moment I got the starting job and to hear the ball pass my ear sometimes, it's kind of like I was amazed at times, and I would just stop, look at him, and be like, what? Like, you just did that? And then just carry on about my day. But, yeah, man, to see what he did in the league, we all knew it. Everybody at Oregon knew it was going to happen. Day in and day out, we saw greatness and what that looked like, and it was just time for the world to see.
Yeah, his only rookie mistake was letting his strength and conditioning coach, John Lott, cut his hair. I don't know what that was about, Penei.
Hey, I don't know what it was, but Herb still did his thing. So I think the flow is coming back. So everybody will see the flow come back this season and see Justin Herbert.
Absolutely.
Hair flowing the wind.
And Penei Sewell, a few more minutes left with the top tackle prospect on so many draft boards right here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's with the face paint that covers most of your face as you go about your business on the field? Where does that come from?
Yeah, it comes from it's just my mindset. When I put on that face paint, I feel like I'm a warrior every time I cross that field, and I'm trying to really accomplish something every time I cross between those lines. And it's really, again, a warrior's mentality. I come in day and day out, ready to fight, ready to put my body on the line, put my mental on the line for the team's success.
So do you become a different person once that comes on? That's part of like obviously you're the same flesh and blood and heart that beats inside, but You know, Brian Dawkins used to say once he put his eye black underneath his face and or the breathe right across his nose, he would become what he called the idiot man and just become a different human being. Is the face paint that kind of that for you, Penei?
Yeah, no, it's exactly like that. But I'd say I'm a warrior.
Okay.
I'm coming in ready to fight, ready to just really put everything on the line and really again, I said it in other interviews, I'm coming with violent intentions and really want to impose my will on the game of football.
Okay, before I let you go, much was made by the Philadelphia Eagles head coach saying that he has tested the competitive nature of some prospects on Zoom calls by playing rock, paper, scissors with them. I don't know if the Eagles were one of the 29 you spoke to. If they were, did you play rock, paper, scissors with Nick Sirianni of the Philadelphia Eagles? Did you do that?
They were one of the people, but no, I did not play rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. I don't mean to give away your strategy, but if you did, what would you do? Rock, paper, or scissors? This is my testing of your competitive nature. I'm thinking of one right now. I swear I will choose this one. You go. This is our way of playing rock, paper, scissors right now over the phone on the Rich Eisen Show. I promise you, I have chosen one. You choose one right now.
I'm choosing rock.
I'm sorry I have paper. Look, I'm sorry I have paper, and I'm just that one of the 1,300 plus that sometimes slips past you. I got to tell you, I'm sorry.
It's all good. If you want to run it back, I'm all good.
Okay.
I'm green for running it back.
Okay, very good. Look, maybe that's just your only loss you're going to take in the National Football League this year, and we'll just chalk it up to that. Beginner's luck, rookie luck. I'm more of a veteran. I knew you saying you were a warrior that you would throw out your fist with a rock, and that's why I chose paper. That's what I did.
That's actually, I give it to you. I give it to that.
Okay, so when you get into the league, and you're asked to do this from now on, understand maybe you should throw out some sort of a scissor. How about that? Because other people are going to probably throw out rock. That's just my help for you as you go to the draft. Are you going to the draft, or are you staying home? Where are you going?
I'm gonna stay home with family.
Walk me through your day, if you don't mind, for that one. What's the plan for your draft?
So in the morning, probably gonna get a haircut, get that done.
Okay.
And then the rest of the day, I'm just really chilling until it's time to sit down in front of the camera, in front of the TV, waiting for the phone call. So I'm chilling the morning of with family, whatever that looks like, whether it's playing dominoes or just eating breakfast or some sort like that. Okay. And then just waiting.
Just waiting. And then do you have your attire all picked out? You know what you're going to wear?
Yes, I do.
What do you got?
I do.
Can you give me a little hint? What do you got?
It's a little tribal. That's all I'm going to say. It's a little tribal Polynesian suit. That's it. That's all I'm going to give to people. Okay.
So one last time, Penei, just before I let you go, I'm going to say rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's try it one more time. Okay? We'll see how competitive you are, and I just told you what you should say, what you should do. Let's see if you're gonna do something right here on the Rich Eisen Show.
Against you right now.
Right now, okay? And you go first. I'm holding up for the TV audience right now what it is, and then you, Penei Sewell, you say what you say. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You say
paper.
There you go. I have the rock here. Well done.
Yes, sir.
Paper covers rock.
You take coaching, and you're very competitive. That's why you're going to be a top 5 pick, I think. Right there. You take care of yourself, Penei. Have a good time.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
All right, I'll see you at the next level, sir. That's Penei Sewell, University of Oregon tackle. Takes coaching. He's competitive. Sorry, Eagles. You traded out. Probably not going to get him. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.